Hello and welcome to this new tutorial where we are going to discuss about creating the morphs into the Dash Studio and how you can actually modify that morph into ZBrush. So let's get started. I'm going to go to the figures and will click on the people and will open the Genesis 8.1 basic mail. So I think I will click on the dev mode. The difference between these is there is no texture applied. So when you double click it, it will just load the grade version of the model. So this is a complete male model, and it has all the rigs and all the skinning is already there. So you can actually apply the animations and everything here. So what I'm going to do is I will just export this to the ZBrush and create some morphs, and then we'll re-import into the Dash 3D. For this I will click on the Genesis 8.1. We'll have to click on to parameters, and when you scroll it down you will find that the subdivision level. So this is the subdivision level and the resolution level, and just make it to the base resolution. So now you can actually see the difference. This is the base resolution, so it's a wireframe mode. If I turn it to the high resolution, so it doesn't show here, but the object that you export is going to be very high resolution. So I will just switch to the base and will click on to the edit and will export. For the file, click on to the export and will export the object. Let's export it to the specific location. So I'm going to just click on my folder and will name it morph. Alright, because I'm exporting it from Dash 3D, I will just keep the unit same. I will not change this unit, even I am actually exporting this into ZBrush. So click on accept. And you can see if I check my folder, there is a one object is already exported. And now you can see this model is of very low resolution, and when you will actually import into the ZBrush, so I'm going to just load one Z sphere, and when go to the import, we'll reach to my file and import this object. So I will click on that, and you can see my model is being imported properly. Now quickly I'm going to add the deformations. I will just modify as I want. So my symmetry is turned on. Make sure that your symmetry is on. Now I can actually just change the proportion. You can make it more muscular. Actually you can do all these things in Dash 3D as well, but if you want to add some custom things, then actually it comes very handy to work on ZBrush. What actually I want to do is to just show you the basically how far we can go with creating the morphs. One of the most critical thing to remember is that you should not add any changes into the geometry. So my point is that if you add a subdivision level, it may not actually able to export the geometry that will be able to import in Dash 3D. Alright, let's add some more changes. So the reason is that we are actually making changes into the base mesh, and the finer details into the skin and all these things are going to be created into any other software. We will export the normals, and that's how you will be able to add the details. I'll do a bit undo, just add some more details. I will turn the back face mask on so that I do not deform any geometry, that I have no intention for that. Let's move these ears. And you can actually also go to the geometry and turn on the dynamic subdivision. So what actually it does, it just to create a dynamic subdivision without affecting your geometry. So you can add the details, and as you can see, I have got more details to add. However, it takes a bit time for ZBrush to update when you are in dynamic subdivision mode, but that's pretty much obvious because it is recalling all the information and storing in your base mesh. Let's add some horn here, so let me add it. So I'm continuously adding the details, and I just wanted to show you that how much you can edit. So I'm adding as much detail is possible. I'm just adding some more randoms. More random hooks. So let's add some more detail, and I think we are pretty much good with this. We have created a considerable morph that will be visible, and we will see whether this is working in Dash 3D or not. So I will export it from ZBrush to Dash 3D. It's a simple method. I will export it as an OBJ. Let's add some other details just for the sake of how things will. And I think we are good to go. So what I'm going to do, simply click onto the morph. We'll export it. Before exporting, make sure that you turn off the dynamic subdivision. And as I turned off the dynamic subdivision, you can see this is the actual base mesh being deformed based on my my sculpting, based on the deformation I have made to the high poly version. Alright, So no need to worry about that. I will export it and will create, name it Morph ZBrush. Now we'll go to the Dash Studio, turn it on to smooth shaded, and while selecting the Genesis 8.1 Male, I'm going to go to the Edit, Object, and click on the Morph Loader Advanced or Morph Loader Pro. You can select any one. Basically both does the same work. You can also select the presets, basically where you are going to select the morph file. So this is my Morph ZBrush that I have actually modified it. Click on open and accept it, and you will see the message that's loading morph from ZBrush and created morph successfully. So now you can see there is a new section has been appeared, and this is called morph. So when you click on this, you'll see the Morph ZBrush, the OBJ has imported here. Now you can see if I go and drag the slider, it will just increase the morph. It will, if I go back, it will just decrease it. In most cases, if you don't want to go back to the negative value, you can simply click on the settings, parameter settings, and you can decide that what should be the minimum value. I will turn it to the 0, and I think this is going to solve your problem. Now when I go to the 100% value, it will show the details that is being created from the ZBrush, and for the better viewing I will just change the resolution level to the high resolution so that you see better details here. So you can see whatever changes I made in the ZBrush is imported into the Dash Studio, and that's the beauty of it. So basically you can create any model, you can export the best mesh from here, and then create the morph and import it. So this is a very efficient way of working. Dash Studio has a very extensive way of handling the base mesh and all this, like eyebrows, ears. It also has the already added geometry for the teeth and the mouth area. So basically when you export it out, so you already get all these geometries as a base mesh. So that's a good initiation point for the artist to work on their project. So that's all. In next section I will cover more about Dash 3D, and I hope this video has helped you anyway. So if you like it, let me know about in the comment, and till then I will see you. Bye bye.